For the public's help following a threat to contaminate infant formula with 1080 in an apparent protest over the use of the poison in pest control. There are many precautions being taken. There's extra security at Fonterra, also the other milk factory next to it, the lemonade factory down the road and the chocolate factory around the corner.
I judge terrorists on the technical merit of their atrocities, and spiking baby formula, really anyone can do that. If they manage to spike breast milk, that would be seriously impressive.
Yeah, totally. They'd have all those government warnings, wouldn't they? If you wake in the morning and your breasts have been tampered with, be careful.
I mean, you'd admire a terrorist who did that, because I don't like terrorists. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offend any. I'm sorry if I offend any.
Don't
terrorists.
come over here, mate, with your opinions.
With your foreign opinions.
You know they've got footage, yeah? You know they've got footage of the terrorists. It's actually 3 possums standing on each other's shoulders wearing a long coat.
I like the application of the word eco-terrorist because it makes it sound nice, you know what I mean? It's like, are these guys regular terrorists? No, they're eco-terrorists. What does that mean? So, a dolphin gets on your bus wearing a C4 vest, right? You're all going, oh, isn't he sweet?
Well, 1080, I wasn't aware of 1080 because New Zealand's basically about the only country that used it. For me, 1080 was just a year that my nation peaked.
See, you know why it's so big here? Because it's a Maori word meaning fuck off possum. 1080. 1080, 1080, 1080.
Yeah, 1080. Tin of cocoa, tin of Milo, tin of infant formula. You know what I mean? It's just, we're just cracking the code.
Starting to join the dots now, aren't we?
Yeah.
I've been giving my kids bloody 1080 and they're fine. You know, little prehensile tail, stronger than ever, great night vision, soft fluffy coat. It's a little bloody chance.
All right, Team 2, your story now. What is the story here, please?
Here I am on national TV, wanking an ant.
If a tree falls in the forest, am I safe hanging up in it? Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, well, a great turnout for the ICC game of Afghanistan v Kauri Tree. This is your mighty...
You go up a tree. He clearly overestimated how much bloody social currency people put on hippies. Oh, you wouldn't cut a tree down with me up it? What do you do for a living? Nothing. All right, start him up. Someone else is going to have to make your coffee tomorrow. We're one barista down.
Look, I think we're there. Jeremy, close the lumberyard, give the trucks a day off because there's no logs to carry. This is about the mighty Kauri tree that was going to be cut down, but holy smokes, it didn't get cut down.
Indeed, yeah, well done, Di. The giant kauri at the centre of the protest in West Auckland will be allowed to stay. The owners of the site released an open letter yesterday saying the tree can stay on the condition that they are compensated. Celebrities have got involved. Rachel Hunter recently hugged the tree, making it the second oldest wood she's ever got on top of.
How do you know the tree's 500 years old unless you cut it down and count the rings? They could cut it down, it could just be a fat 2-year-old.
The people here like, I will not let these humans take away the dignity of this ancient kauri whilst pooing in a bucket and wiping his ass with a leaf.
That's right, from the point of view of the tree. Who wants to live for 500 fucking years in Auckland? I mean, seriously. I came here for the first time 2 weeks ago, and I had an hour and a half to look around all the sights of your glorious city, and I got back to my hotel with 45 minutes to spare.
Wasn't David Cunliffe threatening to climb the tree at some stage?
Yes, but then the tree said, if you do that, I'm cutting my fucking self down.
What's story Team 1? You can have the number of valid driver's licences held by Robert Penman. He's the guy down south that confiscated the tourist car.
Oh, good on him.
He had no valid driver's licence himself. If you can't do, teach. Well done. And you can have the number of times John Key missed that nail, which is heaps, which means Team 2 wins. Well done. We're giving you a break now on 7 days. We'll be back, though, with history. 7 days, time now for history. The game where our panellists have to guess who was involved in an important event in New Zealand's past. Shall we have a look at some footage? Thanks.
Ericsson Stadium's first ever Winfield Cup Rugby League match opened with a bang. Only Sylvester Stallone was missing from the action, but the pyrotechnics would have done any Rambo movie justice. Then a traditional Maori welcome, the arrival of the Auckland Warriors, and the 1995 season was underway. The Warriors down 10-0 came back down the left wing when Fetu Taiwa made the break, giving Aussie import Phil Blake the honour of scoring the Warriors' first Winfield Cup try. Warriors have showed their top-class Winfield Cup material.
20 years since the Warriors first took the field to celebrate that milestone, we have the first player to sign for the club and play in that game. Please welcome 1995 Warriors legend, the first Warrior, Gavin Hill. He's there somewhere. We also have a forklift driver, a journalist and a computer technician. Team 2,
Oh, well, first up, this is just an honour and a joy to have a warrior here from the first... It's not the first warrior, that's obviously Maui. But,
Can I just say that it's probably not the first time someone's had to pick a rugby league player in a lineup, though. I've got a bit of a plan for this one.
yeah.
Hey, Gavin. Gavin, come on, bro, don't be rude. Nah, didn't go for it.
Now, see, I reckon we can narrow this down, right? Those forklifts have a tiny turning circle, so you like... So, if all of the gentlemen up there, if you could pretend to turn a tiny wheel. Oh, yeah, see, number 3 could be throwing a bluff, because you shouldn't drive a forklift like that.
The other thing about forklift drivers is their life is basically professional Tetris. They get stuff and they stack it up. So I reckon whoever responds to nothing. Just clever fucking forklift driver.
Number 4 got that sort of awesome, tense, psychopathic nature that a rugby league player has. Yeah, he's ready to combust.
You're so excited about having a rugby league story, you haven't sat down.
I know! Rugby league!
This is confusing because they're sportsmen, but their bloody numbers are on the front. Hey, can you guys put your numbers on your back and turn around?
Too confusing, Chopper.
See, I'm thinking, I remember Gavin Hill had twinkly eyes, and number 2's got the twinkly eyes. Look, Jeremy, lock in Gavin Hill at number 2.
Okay, Team 2's locking in Gavin Hill as number 2. Team 1, your turn now. Who is Gavin Hill?
Okay.
All fine men. Number four to me still seems like a man who looks after his body, particularly his his upper half.
Hang on.
Wow,
Yes.
that's yep. Yep. Come on, but he's not a piece of meat. Like if you parked your bike in that, it would rip the tyre right off.
It really Okay, I
So
think
it's just a
4.
different one.
I think 4.
Jeremy, we're going for 3.
So Team 1, you're looking in 3. Team 2, you're looking in number 2. Can I ask Gavin Hill, the first warrior, to step forward, please? Gavin, thank you so very much for coming on 7 Days. Normally I'd ask you a question, but I know that Di's just gagging to get involved.
How did the numbering come out in terms of who got 1 and then became the first to second, third, fourth warrior?
I don't know, eh? I'm just a prop.
I had a rugby league team that was in the competition called the North Sydney Bears, and they were actually ejected from the competition to make way for the Warriors. What I'm trying to say is, how am I supposed to feel? You know?
Mate, you're Australian, who cares?
Let's have our forklift driver step forward, please. Forklift driver. Our journalist. This one's our journalist. Thank you very much. Thank you, which makes number 1 our computer technician. Thank you very much. Give him a round of applause. Gavin Hill, the original warrior. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to go and check our carries for hippies. We'll be back after the break with answers. Where the teams try to come up with questions for the answers that I give them. And Team 1, you can begin. Here's your first answer. What's the question, please? Every day.
Oh, when am I usually shuffling?
How often is Jeremy Clarkson a twat?
Is it people who camp out to go to top shops and punch themselves in the face? What?
How often does Ben Mitchell use a disabled person as a car park?
He didn't use a disabled person as a car park, though.
Oh, matter of time, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Matter of time. Any guy who straightens his pubes is a weirdo.
Yeah.
He's got tiny GHDs that he uses to straighten his pubes into it.
How often do vegans tell you that they're vegan?
You'd be silly to do leg work. What? You should probably do it every other day and balance it up with some core strength as well. Yeah, but what if you're a river dancer? Then leg work's very important.
I have you guys know I actually did do Irish dancing for about 5 years.
Can't
And you shouldn't do leg work every day. Kids used to get shin splints and lots of awful things.
Give us a little dance.
Hey?
Give us a dance.
Where?
Just here.
Right.
Yeah, in the front.
Here we go. Some music.
I've got shin splints now. My hips out, everything.
The real question there, two Wiggles conducting a secret romance but still working together. How often? Yes, yellow Wiggle Emma Watkins, purple Wiggle Lachlan Gillespie have revealed they've been secretly dating for 2 years. And yellow and purple, of course, makes brown, which she said she's saving for a special occasion.
It's these two in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, that's him.
It totally is.
Do you reckon it's weird when they're about to have sex and he's like is over the top of her and goes, "Get ready to wiggle"?
Are you familiar with these guys? Would you? Are they in the
really.
UK?
They're not huge in the UK, the Wiggles.
What's the equivalent? Do you still have blue peas?
We have the Tories and the Labour Party.
Well, didn't with the Teletubbies, didn't Marla and Poe were going at it for a while?
Yeah,
weren't
and there was Thomas the Tank Engine, got shunted in the rear by Percy.
Yeah. And then the fat controller would just stand and look over and go, ooh, that's good.
Secretary, your turn now. What's the question for trial basis?
Oh, never have what in your wedding vows? That's the thing, because when people first came up with "till death do us part," you'd be lucky to bloody see out your honeymoon without
Exactly.
tuberculosis. You know, like,
Yes.
he points to me a bit the eye going, "Come on, quick, bloody say the vows fast." She's coughing her bloody guts up here.
How about Jeremy Clarkson is giving up racism on a what?
Is the question, David Bain and Joe Karam's friendship is largely on a what?
Very good.
Real question there, Dunedin City Council will be working with gangs on a what? The trial will allow Black Power and the mongrel mob to pick up contracts to maintain the parks, including mowing the lawns. Of course, some gang members don't actually mow the lawns, so they just stand over the grass and say, "If you grow, I will cut you."
Well, gang members getting into lawnmower.
Yep.
Well, like the hedge hunters. The Kikuyu Klux Klan.
That's right.
Ridiculous.
The mongrel moss.
Imagine getting your garden landscaped and coming out next day and just put a bit of like barbed wire detailing on the top of the wall there, and the hedges made of kindles. It's pretty sweet. Put a little rusty car in the corner there. There's just a little bit of a detail there, and if you want, I could just stand in the middle and piss and be a wood feature.
Hey, and I mowed that TV out of your living room. And also I trimmed all those computers out of that other room that you had. I'm just concerned the whole thing is going to devolve into a turf war.
Maybe the gangs have an ulterior motive for wanting to mow the lawns, so they come around. You're putting an awful lot of blood and bone down, like every week. Spread it around.
Also, that blood and bone sort of is more together. It's sort of like a dude. Just a big bleeding dude on the lawn.
That's right. Take to your turn. Here's your next question for the last 7 days. Irish police.
Who arrests you for driving drunker than they are? Who stars in SVU Leprechaun Squad?
What band sings a song? Roxanne, you don't need to put on your eyes.
That's all I want to say to you. Who has a paddy wagon full of paddies? Very good.
Who carries a potato gun?
Is it, who is the subject of the rap song Fix It Please?
Say, you have the right to remain silent. But to be honest, I think we both like a nice long chat.
The real question there, on Tuesday, it was legal to possess ecstasy in front of whom? His possession of ecstasy and other drugs was legal in Ireland for just one day on Tuesday after a court ruling saying the Misuse of Drugs Act 1977 was unconstitutional. So there you go. Northern Ireland had 100 years of the Troubles. The Republic of Ireland had 24 hours of the Awesomes. Good round of answers. Seeing one here, the number of people who got naked and went skinny dipping in Perth last Sunday, taking the record from New Zealand, 790 of them. Well done, Australia. And Team 2, you can have 21. The number of women who will be vying for the love of the Bachelor, New Zealand. It's not me, it's not Di, it's not Chopper. Not sure about Paul still. All right, so that means Team 1 wins. Well done, Team 1. All right, I'm very excited. We've got a new game next week, but we need your help. It's called Rural Delivery. It's not all about Auckland, the show. We want to hear from the smaller, less important places. So we've chosen Levin for next week. Levin, it is your job to go to the 7 Days Facebook page and give us your thoughts, your concerns, your questions, and the teams will answer them and solve your problems for you. Go to the Facebook page and you can be featuring on 7 Days Rural Delivery next week. We are all off for a break now. We'll see you after that. Before caption that.